Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is Raspberry Reads. I wanted to do just a really quick update for you on what I've currently been reading. I've just had about a week off throughout the Easter period, and we went camping, which was fun but cold. And we also had a really good Easter. I hope you did as well if you celebrate. I haven't had a huge amount of time to read, but I've been trying to fit it in here and there while we've been on holiday. And I have a few sort of surprising updates in terms of what I'm reading related to a recent video I posted about really trying to finish a few books that I've had on the go for quite a while. But yeah, so without any further ado, I've been working on 3 books currently, and the first book that I'm almost finished is an audiobook called The Witchfinder's Assistant by Ruth Goldstraw, and this is a book that I think is not well known. It certainly doesn't have very many reviews on Goodreads. I'd never come across it before. I'd never come across Ruth Goldstraw as an author before, but I'm really enjoying this book. I'm 90% through it, so I'm sure I'll finish it tonight. This is historical fiction. It's set in the Civil War period in the in England, and so that's the 1600s in England, and very much the time period where you had witch trials. And it follows, I think his name is Thomas Kahn, is the witchfinder's assistant. It looks at his relationship with his wife, and how his wife is a woman who doesn't have a lot of respect in the community, and then also how Thomas Kahn goes about supporting the magistrate in terms of not really hunting witches, but sort of keeping the peace, and many of the cases that they end up dealing with is to do with witches. And yeah, it's a good book. I'm entertained by it, and it's a easy historical fiction to get into. So I would recommend it to you, even though I haven't quite finished it. I would recommend The Witchfinder's Assistant if you're interested in that time period, and if you just like historical fiction in general. The second book that I'm now halfway through is A Court of Frost and Starlight, I think it is. The fourth in the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas. This is the smaller of the books, more of like a, I feel like it's meant to be more of like a standalone, but it's not. It actually does connect the stories together. But I've talked about this book a few times on my channel, how I feel like it was a little bit forced in terms of being all about solstice and Christmassy, and that, Christmassy, solstice, and that sort of vibe. And for that reason, I haven't really gelled well with the book, and I've made slow progress. But I feel like the book is integral to the overall story line and plot points, so I do want to persevere with it. And that was one of the books that I was hoping to finish by the end of June, and I am on track to do that. But then the other book that I was wanting to finish by the end of June was A Covenant of Water by Abraham Verghese. And just after I filmed that video, we picked our next book club read, which very coincidentally is another book, I believe the first one by Verghese. Is it Verghese or Verghese? I don't know. Cutting for Stone, and this is a beast of a book. You can see I've got my yellow tabs there to kind of break up the book into segments to reach reading goals week on week. And I'm making slow progress with this book, although I am enjoying it. It's just very dense. So I'm holding my microphone today because it wasn't clipping on, but yeah, you can see the font is really small and my eyesight is not good. So it takes a while to get through each page. Everybody reads differently, but I'm the type of person that kind of scans the page and like absorbs the words for the most part, rather than reading each individual word. And I can't do that with this book, so it is taking me a little bit longer. But Cutting for Stone is a fantastic historical fiction work. It's set in the 1950s in Ethiopia, but it's got a lot of ties to India in the 1950s. And it follows one family, surname Stone, and they're all doctors, they're all surgeons. And so right now, we're really focusing on, I think it's the children or one of the children telling like how they came to be. And yes, it's centered on a hospital called a Missing Hospital in Addis. And yeah, the challenges that this religiously based hospital faces, in terms of resources and financing and that sort of thing. But yeah, it is definitely a project to make my way through, but I am enjoying it so far. And I'm hopeful that I'll be able to finish it before we meet in a few weeks' time for my book club, but we'll see. If I don't quite finish it, I'm not going to beat myself up about it because this was a commitment. But so because this one came out of nowhere, it really surprised me. There's no way I'm going to finish A Covenant of Water by the end of June. I'm going to need to take a break after this one and read something a little bit different, because two books by the same author and two really chunky books by the same author back to back is too much for me. So yes, if you're wondering why I end up not completing that goal, it's because I was sidetracked by my book club, for all good reasons. But yeah, other than that, I've got a few books that are on hold. I'm waiting to get back. Still waiting to get back, so I haven't made any progress on those. And my daughter and I are reading Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, which is not one of my favorites, I must admit. I don't really get it. I like the first one better. And then I think we'll move on to some of Terry Pratchett's work for children. And we also finished the first book, The Secret Seven, which was good as well. So yeah, that's just a quick update from me about what I've been up to in my reading adventures. I'd love to know what you're currently reading. Did you read anything sort of themed over the Easter period or sort of spring season? Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I will be back soon with a new video. My videos might be a little bit less consistent for the next few months. Nothing to worry about. I just want to take advantage of the good spring weather, so I'll probably be out in the garden a little bit more and reading a little bit less, and also just trying to work on my health and my fitness and really prioritizing my workouts more so than my reading. So yeah, if I'm a little bit less consistent on here, don't worry. It's all for good reasons. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading, and I will see you soon in a new video. Take care.